Buyikwe district yali badde n'ebibira ebituyita Central Forest Reserve ebyali badde ebiyitirivu nga mu ggombolola y'essi gye tubadde ate mukimanyi ne Mabira naye ali waffe wano naye tukoleddwa bubi nti gavumenti tugikubidde omulanga nti etteeka liryayise lyayikayawiraka NFA Act akagaba ebire bya Central Forest Reserve ku ba private planter litukoledde ddala bubi era we've always appealed to the parliament bakola amendment mukawaayirako nga ab'Ebuyikwe nti etteekero litumalawo okugaba ebibira nga basimba emiti gya kalitunsi oba oliawo ne payi ate twagenze okusoberwa nti baweereza abantu bano okusimba ebibira tebatulagana bunene kibawadde tugeze Central Forest Reserve ebanga ena square mile nga 5 oli atuga nti nze bampadde ekibira tetumanya nti NFA bwetuweereza omuntu ebuyuku oba private planter tumwadde square mile emu ku Central Forest Reserve obeerya ng'ekibira ekya Niimu essaawa zino kyekipya kyenda bakibakamalawo okusanyawo.
Obwakabaka bwa Buganda buvudde okulaba nga bulwanira obutonde bw'ensi era nga buvumiridde abantu abo bonna bagenda maaso n'okusaanyawo obutonde bw'ensi nga omuli abo abasimba omusenyu mu nnyanja ne bagamba kyo kigira kyekanga eggwanga liri mu mbeera mbi ddala mu mbeera y'obudde ng'ennaku zino olaba egenda ekyuka enkya n'eggulo.
Muwulidde ennyanja yaffe eyo bagisimamu omusenyu naye omusenyu bwe buliri bw'ebyennyanja ebirina okulira mu nnyanja. Bwe tunaamalamu omusenyu tuba tumalamu buli kimu kyonna eky'omugaso mu nnyanja. Kati naawe ffe ng'Obwakabaka ne tugamba Nalubaale ne Kiyira twagala bibeewo bitya nga tusitula omutindo ogw'okubikuuma. Tusimbe emiti ku mbalama z'ennyanja, tuziyize akaveera n'akacupa okuyingira mu nnyanja kubanga bisafokeetinga obutonde obuli mu nnyanja n'ebirala bingi n'okuziyiza okusima omusenyu. Aba minisitule bannange abannema muteekese amateeka mu nkola okulaba omusenyu oguyiikulwa mu nnyanja. Lwaki kiringa nga bonozimba ennyumba yo ne bajja ne batandika okugijjamu amatafaali oba okyasobola okusulamu ebyennyanja mwawulirirako bwe byatandika okukala ne biflootinga ku mazzi. Tetwamanya nsonga naye abamu ku tulowooza ekyo kyali kimu ku ekyo. Tulina puroguramu endala eya kyusa enfumbayo. Bamaama bwe tulekera okukozesa enku n'amanda gano ge tutema ago geteeka ku sigiri tujja kuba tukuume obutonde bw'ensi nga tukyusa enfumba. Abaana bali batulaze bubrikets bwe tukozesa okuteekako n'obutatema miti. Ate kaakati twafunye amasepiki ag'omulembe ag'amasannyalaze ga ssente ntono gakozesa amasannyalaze matono ate ne gafumba emmere bulungi. Twagala twettanire ebintu ebyo ebijja okutuyamba okukuuma obutonde bw'ensi, kwe kusitula omutindo nga tukuuma obutonde bw'ensi n'ebirala bingi nnyo.
Uganda continues to face serious challenges, environmental challenges, forest degradation, wetland encroachment, poor waste management, pollution, soil erosion, biodiversity loss, and increasing impacts of climate change already affecting our livelihoods. Food security, water availability, public health infrastructure, and national development. The evidence is clear that Uganda's forest cover has declined significantly over the years, from 24% of the total land cover in 1990 to 13.1% in the recent national estimates. This decline has serious implications on rainfall regulation, soil facility, biodiversity conservation, carbon storage, water catchment, protection, and household livelihoods, especially for communities that depend on forests for firewood, medicine, food, income, and cultural values. We have also significantly lost a significant number of wetlands from 1994 studies of 15% to currently 8.9%. This is a serious concern because wetlands are not idle land as people think. And the new minister, from his speech yesterday, he said that the current enforcement which is ongoing is going to continue, even with stronger emphasis that anyone who has no license to live in a wetland should vacate the wetland. So, the national status of the environment also points to rapid population growth, urbanization, economic development, climate change, habitat loss, deforestation, pollution, and unsustainable resource use as key drivers for this environment change. These pressures are already being felt through longer dry spells, intense rainfall events, floods, landslides, declining agricultural land productivity. So these challenges that we are facing require collective and practical action. Government alone cannot restore degraded forests, protect wetlands, clean up our communities, or reduce pollutions without active participation of citizens. That is why the partnership with cultural institutions like Uganda are extremely important. The institutions command trust, identity, community mobilization, and continuity of all which are essential for environmental stewardship. The Ministry of Water and Environment is implementing several programs aimed at restoring, protecting Uganda's natural resources. These include forest landscape restoration, wetland restoration, catchment management, climate change adaptation and mitigation, environment compliance, monitoring, enforcement against illegal degradation of forests and wetlands. So, the ministry, through a campaign which is running out of trees, continues to encourage every Ugandan to plant, grow, and protect trees. However, the planting is only the beginning. Real measure of success is tree survival, ecological restoration, long-term community ownership, and restoration of indigenous species to protect our riverbanks, to conserve the wetlands, and also reduce on the waste. Today's gathering here is in Mabira. It's symbolic. As you know, Mabira is one of Uganda's most important forest ecosystem. It supports biodiversity, regulates climate, stores carbon, among other benefits. And protecting Mabira and other forests is therefore not optional. It's a national duty and generational responsibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, as we mark this Uganda Environment Day, I would like to propose practical actions that the people of Uganda can take home, implement at household, schools, community institutions, and cultural levels. The first is for every household, it should plant trees and care for the trees. These may include indigenous fruit trees, shade trees, boundary woodlot species where land is available. But I want to emphasize that tree planting alone is not enough. Every household should take care of the responsibility of watering, protecting, monitoring these trees until they are able to survive and mature. The second one is every home should improve on waste management. We should stop dumping waste in drainage channels, wetlands, roadsides, open spaces, and water bodies. Households should separate waste where possible, compost and organic, reuse materials, reduce single-use plastics, and clean. A clean home and a clean community are part of the action. Then protection of wetlands. Communities should also take part in protection of wetlands. Then households should adopt clean and more efficient energy-saving practices. Schools and communities should establish environment action groups. So the last one is families should also harvest and conserve water. These simple practices, such as rainwater harvesting, protects springs, keeps drainage channels clean, and avoids pollution of water sources. So the last one is to the students. I want to speak directly to you. You are not only leaders of tomorrow, you are environment champions of today. The habits you form now, avoiding littering, planting trees, conserving water, and using energy responsibly and speaking up for nature will shape the future of these countries. Lastly, Buganda Kingdom has a strong tradition of bwensi, collective responsibility for common good. Today, we must revive that spirit for climate action. A clean compound, a protected wetland, a surviving tree, and a waste-free drainage channel, and a restored community forest may appear a small action to you, but when multiplied across the entire Buganda and Uganda, these become national environment movement. Climate action is not a slogan, it's a personal commitment. It is a community responsibility and a national priority. Let us act now by planting and protecting trees, conserving wetlands, keeping our communities clean, restoring degraded landscapes, and protecting water sources. Sabasajja Kabaka, Awangale, for God and my country.